What's going on YouTube? I made a video about a month ago and I was having audio problems. Those have been fixed now, so I've deleted my old video of this iceberg that broke off, I think about a month ago. I really focused a lot on the other Larson A and B when this was Larson C that lost the iceberg that's estimated at 1 trillion tons. Now there's a lot of the things going around about how ice that's in a cup, when it melts it won't fill the cup up and make it overflow, which is true, but should the ice be hooked to the side of the glass, like say an ice cube froze onto the side of the glass, even though touching the water rising above the lip of the glass, because it is frozen onto the glass, when it melts, it would in fact overflow the cup. And the same is true with, you notice the zoom here disappearing, but as what I was saying, landlocked ice, although it is in the ocean, some of that weight is being held up by the fact that it is still connected to land. When it breaks loose, it sinks ever so slightly, replacing a portion of its trillion-ton size. So scientists are predicting that there will be some sea elevation rise, not a lot, but they are predicting that it will have the possibility of raising sea levels. Now, as you can see here, for God only knows why, they have smudged out the actual iceberg, even though you see it plain as day. I mean, all that bright white part is the iceberg. They've smudged over it for what reason, I don't know. You can still see the cracks when you zoom in to different little spots. I'm gonna try to go along the edge and point out the spots that they didn't smudge all the way out. As you see here, this is the smudged area. Right in here, there's definitely some cracks behind it, but as you can see, even the details in the water get smudged out. This is completely a detailless feature. Once they do this, they get rid of all the features. You can't make out a crack, a hill, a mountain. Here we see the smudge didn't quite go all the way over, and it's showing some cracks and a large crack or landmass there. And along the side, you see we're following the smudge, and once again here, they didn't smudge it out quite far enough, and you get to see some of the cracks sticking out. Now, with the world knowing it is in fact fully broke off and free floating away from the continent, I don't see the need for blurring it out. We all know it broke off. We all know it's not connected, and yet they smudge out a big, giant, long iceberg that has calved off. I don't understand why they would have smudged it out, but that's besides the point. The point is it did break off, and it is a large iceberg. Not only could it affect sea levels, but it will reduce the salt level in the entire ocean, because this has no salt in it. This is frozen, fresh glacier water. when this melts, the salt level in the sea, however small, will change. And the smallest change in salt level can bleach coral reefs, and that could kill aquatic sea turtles that eat on vegetation. It can bleach whole algae fields just by changing the salt content. So this breaking off, it is in fact a very big deal. I'll say again, I still don't know why they bothered smudging it out. It just seems childish. I mean, we see clearly it broke off, and here you're gonna see a very typical thing in Antarctica. If you go and zoom in and out, you will see that they cover up broken spots frequently. This one is broke off for another good probably mile, half a mile or so further up than what they're claiming. You can see I'm breaking through their cover by being at just the right altitude. If I zoom in too far or zoom back out a little bit, this will cover over with pristine, smooth, white snow with details in it, no less, like little hills and stuff. It really looks like a genuine picture when you zoom out. But as you can see, it is not genuine. They have doctored this area up. Maybe they fear people won't be able to handle it. I can handle it. I'm not gonna go run and jump in a bunker because this thing broke off. But apparently they don't have that much faith in the general public. As you see there, they covered that spot up, and they smudged down a giant, huge iceberg. Yeah, the smudge out all over. And I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, we all see it. And just in case some people didn't get an accurate depiction of what was going on, I made this video. There again, I'm showing you the same zoom cover up, testing it, seeing how close I can get before it disappears. Sometimes as you get closer and closer to it, the cover up comes back into view and blocks everything off. And that's about all I got to say about this. It's definitely, trying to be somewhat kept hush-hush, even though, it was on public news. If you find this interesting, please share it with your friends. Please subscribe for more videos. I'll be doing some in Africa, the deserts, and Egypt. I've got some weather anomaly videos and some pretty peculiar symbols in the middle of deserts that I can show you have been kept pristine and, not let deteriorate over time. Somebody's been keeping the symbols freshly scraped out into the sands. Time would have definitely covered them over. I'll be able to show you that these odd Roman numeral looking symbols in the middle of the African desert have been kept pristine for about 100 years. Well, if you found this interesting and it gave you any insight on this iceberg you've been hearing about, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button and you'll get to see more videos. This shot here, this goes out to all the flat earthers. This is 99% continent free and 50% of the planet. That is a good 50%, 49% of the planet, and only about 1% of it has a continent. Right over here, and tiny little islands. They're thousands of little weird islands in here that I'm going to do a special bite also. So I hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget, please share it, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a great day. Take it easy.